Hey guys, Rich here. Welcome to another Halo Reach action figure review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the brand new Series 5 Spartan Gungnir, how do you say this? Gungnir, whatever. It starts with the G, it's Spartan Gungnir. Alright, anyway. Now, first off, I'd like to go ahead and say, McFarlane, you have done a very good job with this Spartan here. I like it a lot. A lot. He comes with the rocket launcher, which you might be thinking, whoa, Rich, I've never seen the rocket launcher before in Halo Reach figures. That's because, silly person, they didn't exist until Series 5. So this is super awesome that they finally were released. Awesome. The rocket launcher, as you can see, is easily held by the figure. I like it when they can hold their guns. Yes? No? Exactly. To be able to hold the weapon, I'd like to go ahead and point some things out that I'd like you to be aware of towards the beginning of this review so you don't accidentally break your figure. Alright, first off, here's the rocket launcher. Very, very nice looking. A lot of detail sculpted into this. It also has a peg hole and includes a weapon peg, so you can actually put this onto the back of your Spartan figures. Super awesome. Now here at the front, where you have this handle grip, this actually can slide in and out and can rotate. So you don't have to worry about, trying to get it exactly, into the arms of the Spartan, kind of like you had to do with the Halo 3 rocket launcher. So I do like that. It's a nice improvement on this one. But I do want to point out, when you are putting it into the Spartan's hands, try not to have too much pressure bending this handle here, or it will break over time, and you don't want that to happen. The other thing I'd like to go ahead and point out real quick is that the robot arm here, which is really awesome, and this is like one of the first figures. I think there's only 2 others that have been out that have the robotic arm. This is super cool. All right. The first that you need to know is that it has normal articulation in the shoulder, just like a normal arm, Spartan arm. Not a big deal. It's awesome. I mean, it is a really big deal because it's really well articulated. It bends at the elbow, can rotate at the elbow. Okay, normal. Now here's the new thing. If you've never had a figure like Cat with a robotic arm before, they don't actually have articulation at the wrist, which is where normal Spartans always have their articulation, just like on his left arm does. In fact, instead, it has been moved to just below the elbow. So it actually rotates there. So when you get this figure out and you're trying to check all the articulation points and you get him in some cool poses or something, don't try rotating the hand from the hand. Try instead from the forearm. It'll be a lot sturdier for you. You don't have to worry about breaking anything. The other thing is be careful with the thumb. I noticed that when I was trying to get the rocket launcher into the thumb, it may have caused a little bit of stress to the plastic, so be careful about that. Other than that, this figure's super well detailed. It's got some incredible armor that is very expensive in the Halo Reach video game itself. So this is the chest and the helmet and the robotic arm, which are all very expensive pieces. So are these. The shoulder is also hard to get, and I think this is the breech collar or something like that. It's basically shotgun shells on his arm. It looks really cool, but it is difficult to get in the game. It costs, some credits. Gungnir knee pads are also expensive. Other than the robotic arm, it's got normal Spartan articulation. The helmet is awesome. This is the first time we've had this helmet in any of the Halo Reach figures. Series 5 has a couple of them, but this is the first time we've had them, to date, counting Series 4 and back. It's very awesome. He also comes with a rocket launcher. He does come with a frag grenade. Very cool. You have 2 butt pegs here on the back. I like to keep my frag grenades on the left. And I just had a thought. Why is it that all of the Covenant characters come with plasma grenades and all the human characters come with frag grenades, considering that, like this guy here, he's a multiplayer character, and he could have either. I'm just kind of surprised that they've never actually swapped it and ever given plasma grenades to a Spartan and frag grenades to the Covenant elites, because sometimes you're getting elites that are from multiplayer, not campaign, so they would have both grenades. Anyway, just pointing that out. Since you have the satchel here covering up one of the thigh peg holes, you do still have the back and then the right thigh, but not the left thigh. I would not recommend trying to remove this satchel, because usually when they put these things on at McFarlane, they're kind of glued on. You can remove them, but sometimes it removes some of the paint along with it, so that's up to you if you want to do that. I'm not going to with this one. Paint job on this figure, top notch, very good. Definitely rings true with the McFarlane name. I like it a lot. Now, the other thing that you might want to be worrying about is not worrying about, but just so you know, customization of this character. Chest, helmet, and the left shoulder, all normal interchangeable armor pieces. You can interchange with any of the other characters that are the male Spartans. However, the right shoulder is still using the previous Cat version, which has it opposite. Usually, the armor plugs into the arm, but in this instance, the arm plugs into the armor. It's backwards. And actually, in case you were wondering, I have my cat figure here. This is basically a replica of her arm. I think hers is just slightly longer, so it looks like they may have re-sculpted this arm, but it's still very, very similar. So there's not a lot of difference, and there shouldn't be necessarily, because Kat had a robotic arm, and they were, you know, when you play multiplayer, you're kind of just using what she had. Not exactly her arm, because that'd be gross, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Speaking of robotic arms, I wonder how this guy got his.
Dude, that robotic arm looks sick. How'd you lose your other one, though?
Hey, wanna arm wrestle?
I think that could be the best idea ever! Of all time! I don't want to talk about it.
Ouch. That probably hurt a lot. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Like I said, great paint job, great articulation, great sculpting, great weapon. Awesome. And he's not exclusive to anywhere, so you guys can definitely, hopefully, be able to find him in your area. So I'm going to give him a 5 out of 5. Definitely a very cool figure worth picking up. So that's pretty much it. Oh, wait. Oh, I almost forgot. Silly me. I have here a second Spartan Gungnir. Yeah, you know what I mean. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it, because I don't really need to. So I was thinking, you know what? This would be a great opportunity for me to be able to do a contest giveaway, be able to bless somebody with this. So, as usual with my contest, it's just open basically to anybody, anyway situation. We'll go ahead and run this since today is the, let me check on my cell phone, this is the 22nd. So we're going to run it from a week from now, so it'll be next Saturday or October 29th. So if you want to enter this contest, all you have to do, comment like usual, or you can comment with what your favorite Spartan armor color is. For me, the favorite color would probably be, I have a mix between blue and steel. I change a lot. I usually like the blue and white setup, and then steel. So I usually switch between the two, but I really like olive as well. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite, but maybe you do. If you're wondering, hey Rich, am I allowed to enter if I live in other countries and stuff? That was my terrible accent. Yes, as long as you live anywhere on the planet Earth, you're allowed to enter into this contest. The only thing is you cannot live on the moon. Shipping to the moon still costs a lot. So anybody can enter. Comment down below. This will run for about a week. And yeah, enter as many times as you want. Whatever, as usual. I just wanted to do a quick little giveaway thing. It's really cool. Anyway, this figure here, super, super awesome. Pick him up if you can find him. Very, very awesome. Oh, and in case you wanted to buy this one, you're not sure about where in your area you might have them, you can always pick this up at entertainmentearth.com. Links in the description. Go there. You can buy it. They'll mail it right to your house. Whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I just thought, I really like that site because they're very competitive pricing compared to like some places like Toys R Us. So just, you know, whatever. Anyway, guys, talk to you all later. Thank you very much for watching, comment, subscribe, and being awesome people. And I'm going to go ahead and get going. I got to go get this guy some oil for his arm, you know, because he's a robot. You get it? Robots need oil for their arms. Yeah. It was so stupid. I could come up with something better. Now I'll run with it.